Hello trainers, Ganeto here with more content for Great League, and this time around Pangoro. This Pokemon is gonna be used as an effective closer in today's team composition, and I'm not sure if I need to pronounce this Pokemon like Pangoro or Pangoro, but I'm gonna go with Pangoro anyways. So over here now we're having Feraligatr doing a ton of work on the switch with its Shadow Claws, and this is why I love this Pokemon. It can still get 2 charge attacks right on time, while you can get extra pressure with your Shadow Claws for sure. Now my opponent is trying to catch the move on the Azumarill, which is not a bad move at all, but they end up getting wall themselves with my Clodsire here, and they might have Ice Beam, but at the same time we can deliver some pretty nice moves with our Stone Edges. So I guess that we could go here for another Stone Edge, but for some reason I decide to go for the Overfarm, and down we go. We definitely put ourselves in a difficult position here, and what I want to do is to throw my Hydro Cannon, go for one more Shadow Claw, reach to another Hydro, and then switch out on my Pangoro. Pangoro, no clue what the correct pronunciation might be, but with that in mind now we can finish off Azumarill, get here on the Night Slash. They end up catching on their final Pokemon, which is their leader overall, and that is Galarian Stunfisk, and at this point we need to keep pushing with our Night Slashes. Down they go after we get the boost as well. This is crazy, and now we need to feint against Shadow Ball. However, Hydro Cannon is still clutch here. That's why we charged up to that point before we switch out for Alligator, and we earn a very hard earned victory to begin off today's content. Into the next team showcase trainers, and we're having here a Shadow Drapion team, and to be fair, Shadow Drapion is back in action. We're having the removal of Poliwrath, so basically Shadow Drapion once again has no weakness at all, and you already know how much I love this Shadow Pokemon. So we end up getting a lot of damage here by that crunch, but I realized that I will not need my shields for Feraligatr. Instead, I can easily farm here and a ton with my Clodsire, and after we block just once, because this is a Shadow Scandang after all, we can get out of here with a ton of energy stored up. Another Trevenant at the back. This is absolutely great for us because we can go for double Stone Edges and then switch out on our Pangoro. Let's see how this is gonna turn out though, because I'm feeling that I can pressure them to use the remaining energy that they have so that I can get much easier up against them with my Pangoro. This Pokemon now with Night Slash can easily one-shot down the remaining HP Trevenant is having, and at the very end they have Drapion, but it stands no chance at all because with a simple close combat we can close this battle into an amazing victory. Right straight into the next one with a Galarian Weezing, and on the switch we are meeting up with Zweilous. This is still playable for both ends, so stay tuned till the end, you do not want to miss this. What we want to do here is to go for a couple of close combats here, but in the process if they block twice they can easily finish us off, but they end up taking the move, down they go, and of course now Weezing returns into the game. Now Weezing can easily survive pretty much whatever we throw, and we still lagged in the process. That's why I went for the Great. Now at the very end they have a Ninetales from Kanto, and they want to avoid my Clodsire for sure with their Weezing, so that can be kinda devastating for them, because over here if we can block correctly the Scorching Suns we can have the upper hand. However, they end up going for the Weather Ball, and this means now that both trainers here, me and my opponent, are shieldless against the world. So we're just gonna go down to the Scorching Suns. They return into the battle with Weezing, but this time we have the Earthquake to one-shot them down. Let's see if Ninetales now has pretty much quite what it takes to outspeed. Oh my goodness, it does. Hopefully we can survive, and we were on the optimal spot to survive kinda easy here, so down they go to a simple Stone Edge. Into the next game now with a Typhlosion up in front. Let's see how this is gonna go, but remember that Typhlosion still hits very nicely nicely whatever the meta has. So at this point we're just gonna go for the Earthquake over that poor Lantern, and I'm not in the mood to switch out at all. I'm just gonna take the moves I know that serves can easily be handled by my Pokemon, and yeah, Lantern is one of these Pokemon that still got a nerf but at the same time kinda a boost on the damage output. So yeah, Surf is a big deal this season, and I'm pretty sure that Lantern hasn't seen the spotlight completely yet of Great League. It is gonna be much more useful in the near future. So we end up closing this battle pretty easily here, as you saw. Perhaps now they saw my Feraligatr, my Pangoro, and they thought, okay, we stand no chance at all. But at this point I guess that we need to keep moving forward as we're having a leaky with rollout. Now this Pokemon can easily handle our first Hydro Cannon, but the second can easily be the devastating one for them. Down they go. Perhaps they were not expecting that much damage, and I want to make a video around Leaky because it is super safe right now, and a super spamming Pokemon as well. Rollout with Body Slam, yeah, a pretty nice combo. Now let's see what we have going on. As Mew stands no chance at all against my Pangoro, and we end up pushing them to their limits, and down they go into the next team that we're gonna face, and they have that Sandslash from Alola. This is definitely a very bad one for us, but hopefully we have Carping on the switch, so all of a sudden we might be kinda lucky on our unlucky situation. So I have here more than 2 of those Hydro Cannons, because we're getting pretty close yet to a third one in a row. So I'm just gonna get my hands here on the Hydro to finish them off, and this is a game changer, because now not only we have finished off that Carping, not only we landed to one whole Hydro Cannon, but also we might be on the optimal spot to flip around that very bad lead. And as it seems, we are on that spot. So right here I'm just gonna switch out on my Clodsire, and this can easily be a huge mistake. What I need to do though is to win the CMP, and hopefully we can do that. So it's all up to Pangoro to finish off this battle. So I guess that I need to block no matter what, still reach on the Earthquake, but at this point I forgot how fast the timer can be this season, so we end up getting destroyed by the Sandslash. So now, right now the battle is definitely not over yet. We have some energy to spare. We almost get here to a triple Night Slash. We need one more Karate Chop for that, and let's see if we can get it, trainers, but we cannot. We fell short about a couple of turns, and this is kinda sad, but still it is what it is, and my opponent totally took advantage of my mistakes. Into the next battle, and we're having Dugong on the switch. This is absolutely awesome for our Pangoro, as it is gonna get to those close combats very nicely. So we're just gonna block whatever they throw, because we're kinda weak on our defenses, and every single time they get on the CMP I'm just gonna throw my energy, and I'm just gonna hope for the best. So over here you can see that we end up blocking. I will try to go for the close combat. We mini lag there, and that is devastating for our team, because not only we cannot finish off that Dugong, not only we lose our Pangoro, but also they debuff and do a nice amount of damage on our Clodsire, which is kinda sad. Anyways, we still can clear that debuff though by switching out on our Shadow Feraligatr. They have a Pokemon like Swampert at the very end, and we end up farming some extra against that Jumbluff to reach on the Ice Beam for the one shot and the Hydro to clear this battle into a horrible victory for me. And yeah, that is gonna be all about it. Yeah, it was a horrible victory. Into the next battle now with a good round the lead. They switch out on Skeledirge, and I have the perfect answer for that Pokemon, but at the same time I'm thinking perhaps I'm playing their game. They wanted to get out of my backline my Feraligatr, and as it seems this might be the case. This is how good Skeledirge can be on double fire backlines or double ghost. It can easily draw out that Feraligatr, so that the final Pokemon might actually have no weakness at all. But at this point we have the Ice Beam, and my opponent definitely does not expect it. Here comes now the second fire type Pokemon, and I guess this is the optimal scenario for us to reach to a couple of Stone Edges to finish them off. So of course by letting them move go through, we can flex a little bit extra, and the Stone Edge is unescapable, so we're just gonna take this victory no matter what. That is gonna be all for today, trainers. Thank you for watching and for staying around till the end. It really means a lot for my channel. Before you go, leave a huge like, subscribe to my content, and I hope to see you all into the next one.